always heard from our people, our elderly people, when are we going to have a place to tell our story?
My name is Tiffany Shaw-Collins. I'm the project architect for Métis Crossing. So it was a really interesting journey to come into this project thinking about what should this space be in terms of a more larger architectural question.
I think of Métis Crossing really as a hub that we're all connected by the heartstrings to this one central location.
Wherever I go in Alberta as a Métis, I can call this home for us. That this is a place that we can all collect and bring together and call it our place, our home.
So a really key component to the Métis Crossing Cultural Gathering Center was the feeling that you had when you walked into the building. And when we looked at the structure of the building, we tried to create an inverted roof so that we could capture the water in a different way. We also knew that this inverted shape might not necessarily have that traditional feel. So we actually created an X shape with the beams. So it creates an A-frame when you're walking underneath it, but then you still have the inverted roof line above you as well. And so we used this large timber beams for the crossings, which also really signify the infinity sign, which is a very important symbol for Métis people.
The new Cultural Gathering Center will position Métis Crossing as an iconic Indigenous tourism attraction in northern Alberta.
There are a few craft construction details that we pulled in from the site. So there's the post and beam detail, which is the corners of the building. So we also have the dovetail-like joint, which is typically used at the corner of cabins. And we've used that in 3 different places on the interior of the building. So I have the dovetail-like joint at the fireplace, at the base of the fireplace. I have it at the kitchen table, which is, the Métis kitchen table is a really well-regarded known item in the household. It's where you do all your beating, it's where you do all your baking, it's where the arguing, where the business happens. And I've also put the dovetail joint in the kiosk that moves around the building.
Well, I hope what people will learn when they come here, I think they will see the beautiful site that it is on the North Saskatchewan River.
I want them to understand the resilience of the Métis people, to go from some very difficult times in history, and we don't look back on that with disdain. We look back on that as what made us who we are today, which is a very strong, resilient people.
Indoor integration is a really important key component for Métis culture. And so this large deck is sort of like a large vestibule in a way. It tempers the environment going from inside to outside or outside to inside.
This is more of an area to formally share our culture with people, whether it's through Indigenous training or through classroom settings. We want to be a major destination for schools to come and to learn about the Métis culture.
I think it's important that's recognized because it's 150 years of being acknowledged as the Métis people.
Well, I think the 150th anniversary of the Métis Nation of Canada is very, very important. And I think what people need to understand is Métis people were here long before that. And Métis people were contributing to our beautiful country of Canada.
I would say that Métis Crossing is the culmination of beautiful people from a beautiful culture in a beautiful setting.
It's a place to learn who we are. It's a place to step back in time and see what your ancestors have left you, especially for the Métis people, you know.
It was a really great experience to have that opportunity to look at how we as Métis people could be seen through a building. And so that was just a really fun thing to do.
Travel Alberta is extremely proud to partner with Métis Crossing, and we continue to support their growth as a unique Indigenous experience here in Alberta.
For the Edmonton region, the Métis Crossing will definitely contribute to all of the experiences that we can promise our travellers when they arrive. Because our visitors truly want to learn about the culture and the land that they travel to. And Métis Crossing is going to be one of those places.
For me, I want to say that Métis Crossing has been a dream for quite a while. And when I look at Métis Crossing today and I see our beautiful building we have here, our young people that just love coming out here, and I think we're going to leave something beautiful and rewarding for our next generations.